Remember when I said last video that with both Holiday and Charge at limit 3, there's no conceivable way for the deck to run the Lightsworn engine anymore. At minimum, Witchcrafters need to run at least 2 Holidays. Boy was I wrong. While Witchcrafters have certainly fallen off a little, some of my ideas about the future of the deck underestimated the flexibility of Witchcrafters. Before the ban list, Witchcrafters were running at least 2, often running 3 copies of Witchcrafter Holiday. Considering that if they were to run at least 2 copies of Holiday after the ban list, it wouldn't be optimal to run 1 charge of the Light Brigade, so why run the Lightsworn engine at all? Well, it turns out you don't even need 3 Holidays, or even 2. Like a working class family, we can only afford to run 1 Holiday, as we make room for our 2 Charge of the Light Brigades. It turns out that yeah, Lightsworns are really good. Charge of the Light Brigade along with a small Lightsworn package opens up a ton of playmaking potential with this deck, and to be frank, with many other decks as well. So much so that cutting it entirely would be fatal for Witchcrafters. The Lightsworn engine, as it did before, grants Witchcrafters access to a Tuner, Minerva, and a piece of back row removal, Lila. Lila is especially important since it outs Necro Valley, which is really difficult if not impossible for the standard 20 card Witchcrafter list to out. While the deck has less consistent access to Charge of the Light Brigade, the deck has plenty of room for additional tech options, even more so now that there are 3 additional spots to work with. Cards like Galaxy Cyclone, Storm, and Nightbeam are great for dealing with back row, which this deck struggles against. Storm is especially good because you can recur the Witchcrafter cards you popped during the end phase if you didn't use their effects during the turn. Also, if you're running Power of Dark, which puts Yami on the field, that's an additional pop with Storm. And even if you don't use your Yami for Storm, that's an additional 200 attack and defense on all your spellcasters for free, putting Verde to 3000 defense naturally. You can also run Offerings to the Doomed, which can deal with monsters at the cost of your next draw phase, but that isn't that big of a deal for Witchcrafters once they get the ball rolling. So let's ask the question, did the Holiday hit do what the Duel Links devs intended? If they want to gently tap Witchcrafters, they kinda succeeded. The deck is still strong, it's just a tiny bit less consistent. Remember, the deck can still draw grass that's greener and near insta-win the game with card advantage. If they were going for a hit that was on par with the emergency ban list Xian's Dojo hit from last year, where they brought down a tier 0 deck to tier 1 or 2, then I think they would have needed a more substantial hit, like putting Holiday to 1, which, while leaving them the option to run 3 charge, would completely cut off their ability to run grass, which is also at limit 1. Anyway, that'll do it for today's video. This wasn't the video I was planning on doing for this week, but I felt it was necessary after all the results I was seeing with Witchcrafters since the most recent ban list. Like and subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you in the next one.